Could the Golden State Warriors be on the verge of a game-changing trade? Rumors are swirling about a potential acquisition that could add a former Defensive Player of the Year to the roster, bolstering their already impressive start to the season. As they look to solidify their position at the top of the Western Conference, this move could redefine their defensive strategy. Make sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button, and like this video for all the latest updates on the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are currently riding high at the top of the Western Conference with a 12-4 record, and the excitement around this team is palpable. But as we look ahead, it seems that the front office is already eyeing potential moves to bolster their roster. The latest buzz involves a proposed trade scenario with the Memphis Grizzlies that could bring a former Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart, to the Bay Area. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do the Warriors really need to make a move right now? They've got a deep rotation and the team chemistry is solid, but the reality is that the loss of DeAnthony Melton to an ACL injury has left a noticeable gap. The Warriors have been exploring the trade market for some time now, and while they've passed on big names like Paul George and Lauri Markkanen, the potential acquisition of Smart could be a game-changer. Let's break down what this trade would look like. The Warriors would send Gary Payton II, who brings versatility and a strong defensive presence, along with a couple of future second-round picks to Memphis in exchange for Smart. Now, Smart might not wow you with his scoring, averaging just 7.4 points this season, but his defensive prowess is undeniable. He would step in as the primary point-of-attack defender, allowing Draymond Green to roam and wreak havoc on defense without being tied down to an opposing team's best scorer every night. Smart's addition could also provide some much-needed stability to a Warriors roster that has seen some ups and downs with individual performances. For instance, Buddy Hield started the season strong but has struggled to maintain that level consistently. Having Smart in the lineup gives Steve Kerr flexibility. He can opt for a defensive setup with Smart or go offensive with Hield. It streamlines the rotation and helps the team figure out who will fill the void left by Melton's injury. On the flip side, we have the Grizzlies, who are navigating a challenging season themselves. They've been dealing with injuries, most notably Ja Morant's shoulder issue, which has sidelined him for several games. Trading Smart could be a pivotal move for Memphis. They would gain valuable draft assets and expiring contracts that could open up cap space for future maneuvers. Instead of relying on Smart to pull them into playoff contention, they can focus on building a more sustainable core around their young stars, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, and eventually, Morant when he returns. But let's talk about the potential impact of this trade on the Warriors. If they pull the trigger, Smart's defensive intensity and leadership could elevate the team's playoff aspirations significantly. Imagine a playoff series with Smart and Draymond anchoring that defense. It would be a nightmare for opposing offenses. However, there's always that question: could this trade disrupt the offensive flow? Will the Warriors be able to maintain their scoring potency with two players who aren't known for their offensive output? I'll admit, I'm a bit torn on this one. On one hand, acquiring a player of Smart's caliber could solidify the Warriors as true contenders. On the other, I can't shake the feeling that this trade might come with some offensive sacrifices. So, I want to hear from you. Do you think this is the right move for the Warriors? Can Marcus Smart help lead us to another championship, or would it throw off our rhythm? Let's get the conversation going in the comments. What are your thoughts on this potential trade? What do you expect from the rest of the season? I want to hear your opinions down below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Warriors fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. You definitely don't want to miss any news as we dive deeper into this NBA season. And remember to hit that notification bell so you stay in the loop.